Hey guys, Dr. Jason Leindecker here again, talking to you about best practices and hitbox technology. I just wanted to give you a quick example of something where we would use this test to help us understand how your hearing aids are working and if there's anything specific that needed to be fixed. So we have a patient case that just came in actually this month where he was in originally the first half of the month, and everything was working fine on his hearing aids. And then he had a fall or dropped his hearing aid a couple weeks later, and he didn't think things were working 100% right, and he just wanted to double check. So if I see here, if I can. All right, so looking at this patient's hearing aid test information, we can see here certain parameters that we put the hearing aid in to make sure that it is meeting all of its specifications. Its gain levels, its max output, and if there's any distortion in the hearing aid and any speaker noise in the hearing aid. So looking at these graphs, we can see that things are working pretty much the way they should be working. Now, if I switch to 2 weeks later for this particular patient, we can see that there is a significant drop here in this gain curve, and it is now looking like something is out of spec. The numbers are significantly lower for our max gain and our peak gain. And then if I go over to my handy dandy book here of all of our hearing aids and all the ones that we've worked with going back several years, we can actually find the data specifically for his hearing aids. And what we've found is that it is now out of spec. So the patient, didn't necessarily know for sure if anything was wrong, but he dropped it and we wanted to make sure that it was working right. Turns out it isn't, so we're sending it off for repair. This patient will hear again in a really good way as soon as it gets back. This is a perfect example of something we do every day in our clinic that could definitely benefit you. So if you have a friend or family member that's struggling with their hearing aids, feel free to share this video with them to show some of the things that we do. Like or subscribe to our YouTube videos, and that way you don't miss anything, and it really helps us out getting to more people, specifically looking for how can we help them hear better and hear the best, because that's something we think is really important, is following these best practices to make sure that everything is optimum. I hope you're doing well and have a wonderful day. See you next week.